Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Ryland Russell, and I just wanted to kind of talk about music stands a little bit today and why they're horrible, and let's get rid of them. And how can we do that? How can we get rid of these music stands that are just littering our stage and causing us to disconnect from the congregation as we're leading worship? I'm going to give you some ideas in the ways that we view music, because we still utilize chord sheets on stage for certain players. So let's dive into it. So my problem with music stands is that they're just not the best tool for the job, and they cause a lot of issues on your stage. And so I've got some ways that we've kind of mitigated that by using, technology. And so let me walk through our different stations where we do have people utilizing music on stage and kind of talk to you about some options that you've got. So on our stage, you will never see a music stand out in front. We have an electric guitarist that doesn't use any music, singer, vocalist, myself, another vocalist, and we do let our backline people use music. So let me just walk you through how we're doing that. We have a couple of really old iPads, one for our strings player right here, and one for our bass player over there. I bought those iPads off of Facebook Marketplace for like, $100, because the app that we're using can run still on that iOS. So what app are we going with? And that is Planning Center Music Stand. Here is the pricing for Music Stand right here. I'm not sure how much it would be for your church. If you're using Planning Center though, we have absolutely loved it. So Music Stand is great. People can choose whatever arrangement they have in there. We've got our string player here using string parts, but they can go in and make notations on it. They can add text, all of those different little things that you need to, hey, remember that's that chorus or whatever. And then whenever they click done, it saves it to their profile. So what's great is they can run through these songs at home, make their own notes, and then when they come in and load them up on the iPad, they're ready to go with their notes. You might say, how's that any better or different than a music stand? They're still looking down at their music. Well, a couple of things. An iPad or a tablet, whatever you would choose, is going to be so much better than a music stand because it's self-lit. So anytime that we have darker lighting scenes, I never have to worry about little lights on the music stands. And the other thing is that paper doesn't get out of order. And like I said, they can practice at home, and then it auto loads here on the iPad here. And so that is great. But also the biggest time saver and help for me was that we used to have a back room just full of music, and we would have to load people's folders every week with all the music. Now, anytime we do that arrangement and I put it into Planning Center, it automatically has all the files, the PDFs, loaded in to Music Stand. I'll link to these different iPad holders that we like. This one's probably my favorite. It's a little more robust. It's just on a straight mic stand. This one is more of a clip-in style, and it is more of a hard plastic, and it did fall one time and break one of the clips, but still a really, really nice holder. You may have a pianist like mine that really likes sheet music, and we were able to put 2 monitors into this piano shell. And many people don't know that you can run Music Stand just off of a browser. So we have a little Mac Mini tucked in here. And if we go over to this button where it says Music Stand on our plan, it's going to load up all of her sheet music here on this dual monitor display. Now, she can view 2 pages in portrait mode now on this Music Stand. And so after it loads those up, she can go in the same way and make annotations and all that stuff. But what's even cooler is you can use a Bluetooth pedal. We're using one by Mookie that I'll link to in the description. And she can just click with her left foot to go through that. You can see she's got real sheet music here for Christ Be Magnified. So she's doing that with her left foot while pedaling with her right foot. And if you make that full screen, it'll get even bigger. So that way she has a better view of her music. And we also have this little plexiglass thing in case she does need to throw some music on there for first service, our traditional service. I've done a full walkthrough of how we built this whole system inside of our keyboard rig, so I'll link to that in the description of this video as well. You can check out afterwards. So that solves a few of those problems that we have with music stands, but how do we get our people's heads up and actually kind of engage in the congregation more? Well, you can do that a couple of ways. If you have a Multitracks subscription and money is no object to you in your budget, you can do all those subscriptions and get the built-in Multitracks chord sheets to have on your back display back there. Another option that we did for a while was we had 2 TVs down here on our front row, one right there and one right there, and those actually used an Apple TV using the Stage Display app, and it would display the slide notes of our songs where we would put chord sheets, very simple chord sheets. And now Praise Charts is offering simplified chord sheets for free for almost all their songs. If you wanted to grab those and put them in the slide notes of your songs in ProPresenter 7, that will just go over and the display to the Apple TV. It doesn't take up any additional displays, or you could even utilize that on your back screen if you wanted to as well, just setting up a different stage display that way. Now, if you don't have Planning Center, maybe your church doesn't use that, there's other options out there like OnSong, I believe is what it's called, and I think they integrate with Praise Charts. We use Song Select for most of our chord charts that are simple praise charts for things where we need string parts and piano and all of those things. So I hope that this video helps you out though. The goal is not just to get rid of music stands. The goal is to be able to be more engaged, to take away distractions, to help your band succeed and come prepared, ready to worship. So hope these tips were helpful for you. Remember guys, we can do a lot of great things. Let's do it all for God's glory. We'll see you in the next one.